Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 3 of Radiate. And yes, so Spinal. We're still discovering, creating, finding out the information that then we'll bring into big things. So waves are going forward and backwards, and then snakes are going from side to side. So let's go discover and adventure into our spines. So come lie on the floor. So landing in, feel the floor beneath you. And like we did yesterday, just check in and see or feel the difference between your left and right shoulder as it rests on the floor. Size, weight, its ability to rest on the floor. Feel that? Feel your pelvis, left and right hip, left and right buttock. Do they have a different size, a different weight, a different way of resting on the floor? Just find one difference. There's always a difference. There's just definitely always a difference. And then feel the length of your spine from the top of your head all the way down to your coccyx. And is it in a straight line? Is there a shape? Is one ear closer to the other, to the shoulder? Not to each other. Sorry. Is one ear closer to a shoulder? Is one shoulder closer to a hip? And what is the shape of your spine as you lie here this morning? So I feel that in my neck, in where my shoulders are, how squished one side of my ribs, one side of my waist is, a sense of contraction in one of my hips. And so notice for you, what is the shape emerging right now? Nice. And then just begin to arch into your lower back and then flatten down. Arching into your lower back and flattening down. And as you arch, begin to sense into your heart space. As you flatten down, feel into your heart space. So can you let your heart move? As you arch, what happens to your heart? As you flatten down, what happens to your heart? So as I arch, my heart lifts. As I flatten down, my heart scoops backwards. So exaggerate that a little bit with your shoulders. So as I arch, I pull my shoulders backwards. As I flatten, I scoop my shoulders forward. And I'm just exercising my heart not in the cardiovascular way, which we're typically, conditioned to think of hearts with. Instead, it's in a movement way. Can I give my heart a little bit more space? Nice. And then begin to draw your right elbow down towards your right hip, and then your left elbow down towards your left hip. So travel from side to side with your elbows. My elbows are bent. They're floating in the air. And it's like I'm trying to coordinate from side to side. And I'm squeezing one side and then releasing and then squeezing the other side. And feel what this does for your heart as you do this. Squeezing. Squeezing, where's your head? Squeezing. Squeezing. So slow the squeeze down. Pause in the squeeze in one direction. And then pause in the squeeze in the other direction. Squeeze. Squeeze. Nice. So interlock your fingers. Bring your hands up towards the ceiling. This is thunder fist. And then just bring your right arm long to the floor. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Come back up to center. And then bring your left arm long to the floor. And now as you move, can you feel your heart space, your lung space, your rib cage, your rib cave? And just breathing, moving from your heart, listening to your heart. And as I move, I'm really like slowing down and kind of leaning into the feeling of, this squeezes my heart as I go this way. And this stretches my heart as I go this way. So when I go left, it squeezes my heart and it feels really supportive. And then when I go right, it stretches my heart and that also feels supportive. So as you travel from one side to the other, how is that? Nice. Come all the way back to center. It's very interesting, all these plants. Nice. So bring your arms wide, bring your feet hip distance apart, and now just sway your knees from left to right. So as you drop your knees left, feel the stretch into the rib cage on the right. And as you drop your knees right, feel the stretch into your rib cage on the left. So really feel that sense of length from your armpit into your knee, armpit into your knee. And more so than feeling, giving focus to where the knees are, it's how do you give focus or attention to the lengthening of the side of your body. And you can even bring your arms up a little bit higher, out at a 45-degree angle or something. So you feel like, where is the sweet spot of where your arms could rest so that they connect a bit deeper into your chest as you rock your knees from side to side. Nice. Come up, draw your feet up off the floor and just create the same movement. So now I want to bring my arms a little bit lower. So my elbows are a little bit more solid as I rock from side to side. My shoulders are really solid. And I'm rocking my knees from left to right. And just pause when your knees come out to the side and just breathe into the side of the body that's lengthening. And then come back. And then knees over to the other side. Breathe and pause there for a moment. So slow the movement down and include the breath into the sides of the body. Nice. Bring your feet to the floor. Bring your hands in beside you and just pause. Get a sense of your spine now. So how do your two shoulders rest on the floor now? Size, weight. And how do your two hips, two buttocks rest on the floor now? Size, weight. Nice. So draw your right knee up onto your chest and squeeze it deeply up towards you. And then stretch your right leg long and then sweep your right foot around the corner to the left as far as you can. And then draw your right knee up towards you. Squeeze it up. And I'm going to step my left foot a little bit more to the left to give me a little bit more space. So your right knee is up towards you and my left foot is out to the edge of my yoga mat. Okay, out towards the left. So then stretch your right leg long and then sweep your right foot over towards the left side as far as you can. Nice. Draw your knee up towards your chest. And then as you reach your right leg long, reach your right arm overhead. Coming back. So you've got this big banana shape happening as you stretch your right leg long, stretch your right arm long, and my right leg is traveling over towards the left. Come back up and lengthen. Right leg over towards the left. Pause there and just feel the muscles, the lengthening. Rest your right arm on the floor as you squeeze. My right leg is floating and I'm trying to squeeze it more and more towards the left. Breathe into the side of your waist, the side of your hip. Nice. Come back up to center. Both feet to the floor. Feet are as wide as your mat. Really, really wide feet. Draw the left knee up towards your chest. Squeeze it in. Stretch the left leg long and then sweep the left leg over towards the right side. So it's moving over towards the right ankle. Nice. Draw your right knee up. Squeeze it up towards you. And then stretch your right leg long. Scoop it over towards your right ankle. And again, all the way up. And then over towards your right ankle. Pause there. Oh, we didn't do the arm. Reach your left arm long. We'll do a few arm ones as well. Squeeze it up. Stretch your left leg, stretch your left arm, scoop your leg over towards the right. And last time. Scoop it up, or squeeze it up, and then long. Rest your left arm on the floor overhead, and you're squeezing your left leg as far to the right as you can. There's this really, I'm always so intrigued at the end of a range. It's like I physically can't go any further at the moment. There's like this, it's just interesting. Muscles have a range, have a maximum capacity of movement based on the range of motion, the strength, the flexibility. Nice. Both feet to the floor, arms are wide. Feet are hip distance apart. Drop your knees down towards the right, and then draw your left foot up so it tucks in behind your right knee. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg, and then turn your head towards the left. Reach your left arm long. And just breathe deeply into the twist. How would you really expand into your chest? Deepen into your spine as it twists. And I'm steadily drawing my left knee down towards the right. And I'm expanding my breath more and more into the twist. Come back to center. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Feel the difference between left and right. Nice. Drop your knees to the left. Draw your right foot up. Tuck it in behind your knee. Bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm out and turn your head towards the right. So the other night at the end of the yoga classes, there was this lovely moment. So one of my older students, I think she could be 80, and she's been coming to me for years, so many years, and she was saying that she'll be back in September, God willing, and she said, "Yeah, we really need it. We really need this movement." And I said, "Yeah, it's like WD-40." And it really feels that way to me. You know, when I don't do yoga, I begin to experience these niggles or these aches or these bits of me that feel like, whoa, what's wrong with that bit? And when I go back into yoga, suddenly all of that smoothens out and softens. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Pause. So for your daily dose of WD-40, right, come all the way up into your downward dog. Pushing back. And just connect. Lengthen. So start off with straight lines. So push your right hand down, push your right foot down, and get super strong into the right side. Like extra push into the right foot, extra push into the right hand. And then push extra into the left hand, left foot. Really push, 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 push. Nice, relax. And then right hand, left foot. That's very interesting. And then left hand, right foot. Also very interesting. So do diagonals. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Nice. Bend the right knee. Let your pelvis tilt over towards the right. And then lengthen into the left side of your waist, the left side of your ribs. Pausing there. Feel that length. Really enjoy the length of the side of your waist. Other side. Bend the left knee. Let your pelvis tilt towards the left. Feel the length into the right side of your body. Breathe into it. Connect into it. And then all four. Push both hands down. Push both feet down. Connect with conviction. And those connection directions, you know, it's like, what direction are you connecting to the floor into? And as a result, where's the rebound going through your body? Nice. We'll walk your feet forward, walk your hands back, pause for a moment in a forward fold. We've almost stood up. It's day 3, beginning to stand. Just feel your belly on your thighs. You know, if your legs are straight and your torso is very far away from your thighs, then bend your knees a little bit until your belly and your thighs really come into contact. And then from that place of gluing your belly and your thighs together, begin to lengthen into the back of your legs. But don't lose the contact. Really staying with it. Cross your elbows if that feels comfortable. And then just rock a little bit from side to side. Somebody was saying yesterday, I was talking to them, and they were saying that they have a tight lower back, and they said this is the movement that helps their back the most. I was like, wow, I would never have guessed. Just feel that. Rocking one way, rocking the other. Elbows to your knees. Hands to your knees. And coming all the way up to stand. Wow, nice. Nice to stand. Great. So stand on your mat and have your feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees a little bit. And so we're going to just look at the push directions in standing and then use those as we move. So push your feet into the floor, begin to straighten into your legs. Squeeze your bum a little bit. Let the front of your hips feel like they're opening as a result. Lengthen through your spine. Reach your fingers down towards your knees and just feel like there's a sense. So I'm not changing the shape of my chest, but I just feel like I'm really strong in my body and I feel lengthening upwards as I push downwards. Nice. Soften all of that. Let it all hang. And then do it again. Push your feet down, lengthen through your legs. Reach into your fingertips, bring your arms wide, and then palms face each other as you reach up towards the ceiling. And then just begin to sway your hips from left to right. So glide your hips to the right, and then glide your hips to the left. Just your hips. And then come to center, and then glide your shoulders from left to right. So it's like your shoulders are a typewriter. And then glide your shoulders to the right and your hips to the left. Shoulders to the left, hips to the right. It happens naturally, but bring a little bit more focus into pushing your shoulders one way and your hips in the other direction. Lower your arms down, hands to your hips, and then roll. So similar movement, but now with the rolling. And bend your knees more than what you usually do. So really have your knees bent as you do this. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. With your arms low, bring your shoulders from side to side. So one way feels like, oh, I could lean on a tree that way and it would feel really good. And then the other way, I would never lean on a tree that way. So feel in your body as you lean your shoulders from left to right, which way would you naturally feel like you'd lean against a wall with? So I would go right, like everything in me wants to go right. Whereas left, I'm like, I can't stack my weight in that direction very easily. That's so interesting. So we're going to do a little bit of spinal waving, and this will build more and more over the 20 days. So drop your head down so your chin is near your chest, and then round your chest down till your nose is in front of your heart. And then look forward with your nose and your face, and then follow your chin upwards to look up towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin in, drop your nose down to your heart, so you're rounding forward. Look forward with your face and look up towards the ceiling, follow your chin. So drop your chin down, round to your heart. Draw your chin forward, follow your chin to the ceiling. Drop your chin down, round to your heart. Draw your chin forward, up towards the ceiling. So we're going to go a bit lower. Drop your chin down, round to your navel. Draw your chin forward. Stick your bum out as you draw your chin forward and then reverse backwards. Drop your chin down, round to your navel. So I'm really rounded when I pause at my navel. And then I look forward and I stick my bum out, arch my back, and then rise up towards the ceiling. Rounding down, nose to your navel. Lengthen your spine as you look forward and up. So make it smoother. Can you do that movement in more of a wave? So as you round down, arch up. Round down, arch up. Round down, arch up. One more time. Round down, arch up. Nice. Pause. Very nice. Come sit on the floor. Stretch your legs out long. Super. Twist towards the right. Rise through your spine. And when you feel here, can you glide your shoulders a little bit from left to right a little bit here? So my right shoulder goes back, left shoulder moves a little bit forward. So can I kind of shimmy my shoulders from left to right in my twist? How is that like in my rib cage? As I shimmy or shift my shoulders forward and backwards. Nice. Come back to center. And then the other side. So over towards the left side twist. And then shimmy your shoulders forward and backwards. And as you do this, what is it like in your heart? What is that sense of heartful, connected? Oh, how awesome. So come sit into a cross-legged position. Hands on your heart. Pause. Listen to your heart. Nice. Bring your thumb and forefingers together. Reach wide. And then roll the back of your hands to come together. So pull wide. And then back of your hands together. So just feel that. Wide. And actually, I'm going to turn as my back of my hands come together, and then I turn my palms upwards as I go wide. So back of my hands together, round your back. Arms wide, lift your chest. So I feel like a bird. Wide. The biggest nickname of my life, as in a lot of people, my whole family call me Birdie. Birdie is my nickname. I will answer to Birdie as fast as I will answer to Ciara. So be an inner bird, or manifest that sense of wings. Rounding, wide, rounding, wide. Nice. Come to sit, pause. Connect. So come lie on the floor if you wish, resting down, settling in, having a moment while the music plays. Very nice, taking a moment to pause. And I'll see you all tomorrow. What an incredible, really juicy expression of spine that we're discovering into, deepening into. And thanks for being here. I really enjoy the connection. Nice. Slán slán, feic me thuamach.